Well, we have got cherry pickers on site, and it looks as though they're actually trying to fix the leak in the bus station roof. Another wonderful bit of engineering. Well, they have actually got 2 cherry pickers on site. We do know the one round the front is definitely trying to fix the leaks in the bus station. You know, the new bus station been open a few weeks. We are in Hightown, so we just run past the shops that are now in Hightown. My Machine Tattoo Club seems to be closed. Spice Link, Top Taste, Mini Market, Hightown Food and Wine, very posh, isn't it? Again, this is for those that can't get out or housebound, and a historic record. Across the road, it used to be Carlos's, didn't it? The push bike shop. It was there for donkey's years. There's a little supermarket where it says number 13, and there's a pie shop next to it. So here we've got Morland's fast food, it's not open. We've got the fireworks shop, which used to be Charlesworth. The Limelight, we don't quite know, but something's going on. And of course we've got the Jubilee Gardens. Lovely little garden which is having lots of problems with drinkers, and you can get some quite shall we say rowdy participants. And walking down the town, we've got Vernon's Fish Bar. It's always done well, excellent, truly scrumptious, closed down. He's had a lot of shops, this guy, and none of them have been very successful. Vincent's Barbers, Monday morning, so they're not open. Tailor Service.
No, I don't buy that really.
I mean, that's a unique little service, the actual tailor nowadays, which is not open that much. Great British Farm Shop. That used to be in the market, didn't it? It's Elwood's Calf and Turkish Grill. Craftmere Centre, which is closed down, and Chatwin's. And Chatwin's been there since Noah was a lad. Well, Connor's shops still closed, and quite a lot of people are asking, well, where's he going to have a shop so people can actually come and speak to him and get their problems solved? If somebody from Labour knows, let us know. And just a quick look at the shops by the Lyceum. We've got this famous little shop that does everything. Does your watch batteries for half the price of any others, sells bags, sells all sorts of things. Next door is a nail bar. Next door to that is rather unique sewing box, which is another sort of skilled craft shop. And just 3 little shops, obviously next to the Lyceum. Well, the historic centre, there's lots and lots of activity. I'm not exactly sure what it's all about, but we've got 2 diggers and a lot of people wandering about there, fenced off. Now whether that's one separate project. We've got dumper trucks, we've got big lorries, lots and lots of bricks. So a lot of activity, not clear exactly what's what at the moment, but certainly things are progressing at a good rate of knots. Well, the cherry pickers from last week have had kittens. Oh, one's had kittens, so we've now got 2 cherry pickers. Now we're just looking at this wasteland, and it is wasteland, isn't it? Because it's out there, and I've come up with an idea. I can solve the problem in a couple of weeks. How about this for an idea? If you research Lodge Lane in Liverpool, what they've done is whacked a load of shipping containers on it, or any sort of container, and the instant shops, offices, whatever. Now, to hire a container for a week can be as little as £10. Even a 44 foot is about 50 quid. So if you're going to put shops here, it's going to take you 3 years, and anything could change. You don't know what's going to be required. But you could whack a load of these containers on. You could hire them perhaps for a day, a week, or permanent. You set up your little shop. I mean, people were setting up the shops around the other side, and it was £1,500 a bloody month. So a shipping container 40 foot for 55 quid, which is a couple of £100 a month, makes a lot of sense. I mean, the containers can be made into very personalised cafes, restaurants, beauty salons, anything. I mean, not just tatty old run-down ones, but Liverpool, they have sort of got some old ones and painted them up with graffiti, street art, and done all sorts of things. So that would make Crewe one of the most exciting towns, because every time you came, you'd never know who was going to be in these containers. It could change, you know, you could have one, and on Monday Mrs Jones comes along and sells her pies and bakery. Tuesday Mr Smith comes along and he sells his bedding plants, and every day something different. And if it's not working, you pick it up, move it, bring another one, take one away, couple of quid, and it's instantaneous. You could do it literally next week. A load of shipping containers on the air and you're in business. So how about that for an idea? I mean, it really would be exciting, because every time you came to Crewe, it'd be something different. You'd never know what's in the containers, and you'd be wanting to see what it is. You could have entertainment, you could have lessons, drawing lessons, painting lessons, absolutely anything. So it would be exciting, because the problem we've got, and people keep saying I'm negative, but I'm 76 and spend hours and hours, 20,000 steps a day, and speak to everybody uptown. And, you know, I asked them to give me something positive, and nobody's managed it. I mean, the problem was we had all the shops, most of them were full. Cheshire East were getting an income. They've knocked them all down, lost that massive income, and done nothing with it. So it's been over 2 years, so everybody that used to come to the shops have now said, yeah, now in Crewe, we'll go Nantwich, Northwich, or whenever. And it's going to be almost impossible to regain these customers that haven't been coming here for years and found somewhere else. but the containers would be different because you could whack them up next week instead of waiting 3 years like we have for the car park. You can have it next week, and it's not a permanent thing, is it? So if it doesn't work out, you can pack it up and move, and if it does work out, you can add more and you can shift them round, and it's just dynamic, and it's in the modern idiom. Now, it has been highlighted we've lost 281 parking spaces, haven't we, with the Oak Street and the library going. Yeah, here we are, and as to how many spaces do you want? So is it really necessary to build a multi-storey car park when we've got all this? It only provides 300 spaces all the way round. Plenty of room. Well, these new seats at the bus station car park, I don't know whether you can see on video, but everybody's drawing my attention to the fact they're all cracking. Look how badly they're cracked. And it's not just one, it's a lot of them. And not only are they cracked, they're warping. And then you can see the angle on this one. It's not straight, it's going out. And on that one, you can see the caps are the same, and then that one's well and truly warped. It's that firm again, Bodget and Scarpa. Yeah, it's not just one seat, just a bit further down we've got gap. See how far that's warped. Well, High Street certainly are making a bloody big job of this. Look at the height of the stone there. And there's tons and tons of stone. And you can see the big hole in the middle. Lots of people wandering about. And you can make a swimming pool out of that hole in the middle. And the size of the pipes that are going in. I've just been talking to the guys. What they're putting in, we saw that big pile of rubble and a big hole. That's a soak away. And then they're putting this big draining pipe in. And then they get to this tree and they still don't know how they're going to do this at all. The only way is sort of a chainsaw, but again you can see there's electric cables there, there's an electric cable there. It's not a thing you want to go soaring through and find an electric cable and light your eyes up, is it? But they still don't know how you're going to get across this roundabout. There's a power cable here they dug up. It's a fair old power cable. Oak Street, and still nothing's happened. Not a single thing. One would assume, no, it makes sense to me, that you close the site and start work the next day. Not close it for a fortnight, and you see all the cars at the back still there, cause all the confusion, and then never start anybody work on it. And somebody will say I'm being negative. Well, we did mention and went in the other end of this forest, woodland, whatever you want to call it, and we just by the cinema, and the amount of trees in here and the height and what have you, trees and the wildlife. We still want to know who actually owns it, but why the hell aren't we opening this up? In the centre of town, beautiful bit of woodland, unique, and it's fenced off. And why? What are you going to do if you get in there? There's absolutely no danger of anything, is there? Apart from falling over. We really need to know who owns it, and the wild rumpus were going to do all these things with it. And look at the height of these bloody trees. And the trees, woodland, whatever, comes as far as the Crossville Club. So it's a good plot of land, nice lot of trees. We just need somebody to pull the finger out, get that fence down, and perhaps put a few seats in there. No sign of anything happening with the actual Crossville Club. Again, the danger is they knock this down and they start chopping these bloody trees down. Let's hope they've got TPO orders on them. Well, it looks as though the council offices people are fed up with working, so they've all come outside. You can hear the alarm. Can't see any sign of any flames, but pouring out in the thousands. Now, it has been about 15 minutes, 20 minutes now. Everybody's out, having a good sky, but no sign of fire alarm still going, but no sign of any fire engine or any nurners coming or anything else. Fire marshals wandering about there, no clue what they're doing. Well, these three houses by the Mowls, they whacked them up dead quick and reported it 2 or 3 times that nothing's happened. So there's no gas or electric, is it, that's got the cupboards there. So I don't know what's happening with them. Well, the truly scrumptious shop has got workmen in there and being renovated, so I don't know whether he's going to reopen it or somebody else has taken it over. All the way along here we've got these buddleia. So where these have appeared from, but so somebody's planted them, because a whole row of them. Now these can make 15-20 foot in a year, so we'll have our own boundary soon if they don't pull the finger out and carry out my suggestion of what to do with this bit of land. Just good for the what's known as the butterfly bush. So it attracts butterflies. Now the big screen's now fixed and on, because we did say you had a big black line down it. So it is on. Nothing interesting, just Parliament. Another look at the whatever it's going to be, historic centre. There's lots of activity, lots of digging, lots of things going on, but it's not clear what any of it is at the moment. Because there's 3 projects, you're not sure which project is which. We did last week show you these gardens at the bottom of these railway cottages, and just in case anybody missed it, they've been on the telly. Yeah, the telly came down. It's in connection with Mornflake Oats. They've put some money up for it. So have a look at the telly. Got Crewe on the map. Well, we have got a van on site and men trying to look intelligent and sitting in a big hole. Apparently what they've done, some contractors put the car in there, was it yesterday, and then they couldn't get out because the barriers wouldn't lift up. So that's one of the technical faults, that if you get in you can't get out, and then they can charge a lot more, can't they? I see the graffiti artists have been out again by the medical centre. And if you're going to graffiti, at least write something we can bloody understand. I don't know, I can't work out what that says it's supposed to be. Well, you may remember earlier on in the year, Cheshire East Council did these parks. They did Derby Docks, one or two others, Frank Webb, one or two others. Now they're talking about doing some more, and one of them is this one at Samuel Street. Now, to my way, the actual play area itself is quite good, but there is a rumour that the daycare centre, childcare centre at the back are trying to get a car park out of this, so we'll have to see what happens with that. It used to have a toilet and everything here at one time, but it's a good sized field for dogs, or if you want a game of football.